Hello everybody! Paralives is the newest competitor to the monopoly that is the Sims franchise, and I think I may have an interesting perspective to share here. This video will try to answer the question whether Paralives can win this uneven fight. Is it a good game? Should we get excited? Can David defeat the Goliath? We're gonna play the game together and see for ourselves. Quick side note though, this isn't really my genre, so me playing this one is both going a bit out of my comfort zone and at the same time telling of the fact that this game actually got me a little bit excited. And yeah, enough chit chat, let's go to the game. As you can see, we already have a built house, I already have a character here. I have been playing a little bit because I just wanted to get my bearings and kind of figure how the game works. We're gonna look into two separate things here. We're gonna look into the building aspect, and right now we are in the building menu. So we're gonna look a little bit about what this game tries to do and what does well, what doesn't when it comes to the building aspect, and I think that part of the game is very good. And we're gonna look into the more gameplay related stuff. So your character, your para as it is named in the game, how it works, lives and goes about his little life there. But as you can see, we already have like a house. We have like this living area here with a kitchen in the side. We have like this cleaning area with, I don't know, I think it's a washing machine, but it doesn't really work. I'm not really doing the washing too much, to be honest. It seems mostly like some sort of decoration, not like really like a functional place that the character actually uses. We have a bathroom and we have like a sleeping room. I think I built it a little bit too big, to be honest. Like, I wasn't really aware of the scale of the things, so I just wanted like a small bedroom, and I created a huge bedroom with a lot of space in the middle. But we're gonna expand the house, basically. That's the general idea. We're gonna maybe build a room here, because I'm like, more space. We need more space. You can always use more space. So we're gonna go through this mode. We're gonna build a wall because we're gonna start with walls, obviously. The one thing that is so great about this game, as you probably see, has no grid. This is gridless building. You can build however you want. You can place those walls however you want, and any single item, any single thing, which can make for much more organic buildings and much better looking buildings. You don't need to build in a shape like this. You can build whatever shape you imagine. You can make walls that are, you know, shaped. Like they are not. This is nice. This is very nice. I like organic building. I'm a huge fan of organic building, so there's that. But if you choose to just build straight walls, the game really helps you. It clicks into place really nicely. The building itself is not that expensive, but the furnitures, that's the expensive part mostly. So we gonna, what, like this long? Yeah, this long. It's gonna work. And maybe we're gonna make it actually shaped. Why not? We're gonna make it maybe like this. Maybe like this. Yeah, we're gonna make it shaped a little bit. Not really sure what we're gonna put in here, but there we go. If you want the grid, you can have the grid. If you are used to the grid, then awesome. You're gonna have it. You can have that option, which is also kind of good, kind of great. And we can make it like this, maybe. The game already fills it with some sort of flooring, a flooring that you can very much change, and there is a lot of options. A lot of options when it comes to coloring, and at first you may think, okay, look, this is not a lot of options. I want my blue floor. No worries. You basically can choose whatever color you want on the spectrum of colors. So you want that dark blue wooden floor? Here you go. I don't want that dark blue wooden floor, but okay. And we have that color added. So the game will remember that this is a color you chose once for a floor. You may actually like it, so we're gonna keep it that way. And those little things here and there. I really like this quality of life. I think this is the same color as the rest. Yeah, I believe so. But this requires some doors, I believe, and the window here not necessarily the best choice. So maybe let's just move it, which is also quite easy, moving things around. This way it would be kind of weird because it would be the outside of the window would be inside. So you just go like here. And the game already detects, okay, this is the outside. This is where the window should go. Boom, it is here. And another very cool feature when it comes to building. You already can see those blue arrows here and there. Almost every single item, piece of furniture or building block can be expanded. The size of it can be changed. And this game actually takes a lot of inspirations from like the painting sort of games where you don't really build, but you do like a diorama, you do some like paintings of buildings sort of. It's a mechanic that is much more like casual, but it has some great features that basically tries to follow whatever you try to do, your intuition and stuff like that. So, for example, a very often happening thing is that you can change the size of parts of the buildings, and the game will auto-detect and change what is happening. So we can see that the window is getting bigger, but it just creates like several smaller pieces of it. You can make it as long as you want. Well, I would love that maybe it would just go around the side here, but that is an early access issue. The game is in early access, by the way. We can go higher too. We can go lower as well. You can do whatever you can imagine here. I actually thought about it a little bit yesterday, because I think if you would want to, you could... Oh no, not with the TV. Oh no, come on TV. I was thinking whether you could create sort of like a cinema, and apparently you can. This is probably it looks a little bit weird from the outside, but you have some interesting options. Okay, let's change you to a smaller one. Changing the size of those things, by the way, doesn't really affect how much pricey it is. So you want those big windows, they cost the same as the little one, which helps with creativity. I would maybe like some cost to it too, but the building itself is not the most costly thing you have, at least as I mentioned when it comes to sort of those walls and stuff like that. We do need a door too, so we need an inside door. Interior doors, yes. Gonna make it here. It's gonna look weird. We have a TV and an entrance here. Not okay. We could make an exterior door too. Let's do it. Let's put it in here. And the building it's just nice. It's just clicking in place. And again, can we change the size of the door? Unfortunately, no. The doors stay in place. They need to be the size that there are. Oh well, not everything can be changed, but still quite a bit of thingies. Although, can we do something in here? Nope, just moving around. Painting. Again, you have many options, and we need to go here, I believe, actually, to do the painting, which is basically just covering surfaces. That's probably a better way of putting it. You can obviously just paint it with single paint, but you also have like prepared options for splitting it, so it will be split in the middle. And again, whatever colors you choose, it can go however you want. I do believe that there was like a palette that I could choose. At least in some of those. Oh, here I can. I'm not sure why I cannot change this with this wall, but here you can actually change a combination, which is also even more freedom for you. And this color is called EEE. I really like this EEE color. Yeah. This is gonna be a weird looking wall, but why not? Yeah, paint it, paint it, paint it. And it's quick. It's easy, it's really nice to do. We don't need something for the outside too. So maybe gonna cover that with Oh, also, by the way, if you want to cover the walls with something that is maybe not a wall, it's not really gonna work. So not complete freedom for you. You need something that is actually designed for walls. Okay, this is not walls, this is walls, yeah. And you have many options. You really have quite a bit of options. Those would be added later on. That is one issue that the game maybe has right now, which is understandable because it is an early access still. So you may want more items, you may want more options when it comes to combinations of, I don't know, those types of walls that you have here. Can I copy this? I believe I can copy this. Oh no, I cannot copy this. I would really love to copy this. Okay, we will have to figure it out somehow. Maybe it was just a different color. Was it? Was it not? Not sure. Okay. This, I think I chose a different design. I think this is different somehow. That's gonna be difficult. I would like to copy that. Well, that's one other thing that you may want to do differently. But talking about the amount of options you have. When it comes to colors, your imagination is your limitation, because you can have every single color you want. But some of those, like designs, types of walls, types of floors, I understand that some people may want a little bit more options, but this isn't even a full release, so that's a portion that you can use, and already it can give you a lot of options. And maybe you can even see it while visiting the town. Because your house is not in a separate, like, I don't know, plot of land and you're separated from other beings. You're actually in a city. And we're going to talk more about that in the gameplay portion, probably. But you can already see those things that you can see here. You can more or less replicate. Maybe not with the, like, shops and stuff. Maybe not with, like, Edwards and CO. For example, maybe not necessarily the big-ass castle that is in the middle of the things, but quite a lot of things you can actually replicate, and you have those options, and if you have the patience, so you can do that. There is quite a bit of things you can. You can buy some of those houses if you are not into building. Oh, I need to go back to our house, by the way, because I got lost. If you're not into building, you can just buy a house and try to do something from there. So if you are not that sort of dude that wants to build, no problem there. The building part took quite a bit of time, to be honest. At some point I was like, okay, let me just play the game. But we need to put some furniture here. We need to put some furniture. So what is gonna be the thing that is going to be happening in this place? I was thinking about like a working space, sort of. We do have like a computer here and a desk there too, but I think we need to start from scratch. So I think desks. Here we go. Not too many options. They are giving me hard IKEA vibes too, like the names even, like Dodico. It sounds like something you could find on IKEA. They do have different prices, costs, and you can see that this desk with 230 is gonna take a big chunk of our budget. and this not necessarily. But it's a nice looking desk. There is quite a big of a difference between even the second most expensive one and the most expensive one. Maybe let's go with this one, or maybe go with the expensive one. Yeah, why not? We don't need to look at the money part too far. You can move around, and it's gonna clip to 90 degrees, or your walls, but it's clipping like in a very soft way, so it's actually enjoyable. You don't need to fight with this system too much. If you want to somehow move it into a wall, the game will let you. So if you want to try to do something crazy like furniture that is built into a wall somehow, you can actually do it. You can try to make that work. It will go to the outside a little bit, so if we're gonna put this like this, you're gonna see the outside. But this gives you quite a bit of interesting options to maybe try to create something that even the developers didn't really think of, and make some little weird parts of a house that are built from, I know, some sort of furniture. It's just like some sort of designs and, well, not figures, but shapes that could be interesting to you. And again, we can make a big ass desk if we want, and why not? We can make that happen. But no, that's probably a little bit too big. We're gonna make it just like that, maybe. And if we have a desk, we need some thingies here. Oh no, those are just console stands. We need some equipment, man. Where do we have that? Not here. Hobbies? Not sure about that either. Appliances? No. Electrical devices. That should do the trick. Again, several different types of computers, but not too many. The options for your furnitures, they are quite limited. That is true. You also can change the colors of it, and you also can change it however you want. You want that red, black PC? There you go. I mean, it's just red with a black screen. Can I make the screen blue? Is that what I'm looking at? Okay, you can change the color of the keyboard and the mouse. Okay, that would be weird. A blue screen... Well, it's not weird necessarily, but maybe not a thing to be happy about, let's say. So yeah, the building part, you have a lot of options, and you can play around with it quite a bit. You can put a lot of little decor things as well, or even clutter options, like hobby related, like what do you want? You want some, I don't know, some figurines, some weird looking thingies here and there? Yep, you can put it there. You want it to be big? Yeah, you can make it big too. And it's just a lot of freedom, and it works nice. It works well. Something didn't work, just go back. Go back, it's done, it's out. You don't want this computer anymore, sell it. Sell it too. And you get the cash back. So it gives you a lot of freedom to do whatever you want with not necessarily a cost associated to it. The building part I enjoyed quite a bit, to be honest. And it's nice. I didn't really try to do anything too crazy here, but I think I created something that I enjoy looking at. And especially with the kitchen, I think like, yeah, this is nice. This is nice. More options, more freedom, more appliances, more building parts. That is definitely something that I would enjoy, but early access. So I hope that will be developed in the future too. I actually didn't look into the terrain options, but I guess we could put what this tree is. Why this tree is so expensive? I guess this is the ultimate goal to have enough cash to plant this tree. But you can... Oh, this is a biggest tree. Oh, man. You can play around with this too, I guess. And that was another thing that I think I wanted to do. I wanted to maybe clear a little bit of place here, and you actually get some clearance here and do something around this place. Can we do some terrain sculpting? Not necessarily. I wanted to do something about like a road here. Oh yeah, we have that. Oh yeah, it works. Yay! We can maybe change the size of this. Just like that. Okay, it's probably not the best looking one. We probably could do a better job. Go. Okay, it's still not looking too great. But that's my fault, not the game's fault. You can create a... Oh no, this... we don't want that. We don't want that clutter. Maybe some flowers? Why not? It creates a little bit of like stutter, but it works well. I was thinking about like just creating a nice little garden, because this place is not really looking too good. I do wonder, it's not gonna paint. Okay, it's not painting anything that's in the house, so that's great too. Would love that to maybe have that as a layered system too, but overall it's doing a job, I guess. Okay, let's create this, like a little bit smaller. Not really an option to change colors here, I believe. But maybe. Nope, not necessarily. That would be a great option too, I guess, to do just that. But we can maybe change the size of this tree too. So if we want like a small little tree. Yep, this probably works a little bit better. We could also change the colors, and can we make it... Oh, we can make some crazy things here. I really like the option that they gave us with the colors and stuff. This is very cool. You probably could spend quite a bit of time building those little gardens too. But again, not a lot of options here and there, right? Like vines, just 2 types. Okay. Not a lot. But actually a vine could be good here. Let's get 2 of those. And maybe make it a little bit bigger. With some options, you do have this, like, you make it bigger, but you just... it doesn't auto-replicate. It's not the same thing as this window, as you can see. It works a little bit differently. And maybe I would just like this vine to work just like the windows do. But that's just like a little thing. You can also just like place several of those vines and that would be fine, I guess. So that is a very long introduction to the building part, but I think it shows more or less why some people are excited about this building options and building part of the game. To the gameplay part. Let's go back to Karim. Let's start doing some stuff. He is supposed to go to sleep, so go to sleep now. The gameplay part is very Sims-like. So the basic gameplay loop is you want more cash for stuff. So you want to earn some money through work. You find that work, and you find that work through a computer or a gazette or anything like you can imagine. And you go to work, you try to do your best. You're gonna maybe speed up, so you're gonna start doing that. You earn more money the more experience you have. And oh, we are actually... I kind of forgot to go to the buffer and stuff. Okay, stop. I'm not good at the gameplay part, by the way. It works also very similar to the Sims part. Like if he is sleeping and you tell him to go somewhere, he will not stop sleeping. You need to cancel the previous directive, previous order. We are uncomfortable. What does that mean? We need to go to a bathroom. Okay, go there. Use the bathroom. Use the shower too. I'm still not really good at deciding when to wake up. I think around 5 o'clock is good for whatever my para is trying to do. And he is becoming happy. If he is happy, we can pick a reaction, sort of like a goal for that particular day. So let's say level up a science skill. Okay, leveling up skills works exactly the same as it does in the Sims franchise. So you read a book, you try to do it through a computer. By the way, I like that this has like a cell shading kind of a thing. The graphical style of the game. I didn't even talk about that. The graphical style of the game is very pleasing. It's enjoyable to look at. I think that's part of the appeal of the game itself and why I decided to actually play it. Yeah, you go. You take that shower, boy. You take that shower. Because the game looks nice. I don't like the art style of the Sims franchise, to be honest. I think it should be much better at this time. And I don't know, I just like the look of it. It looks very much like a painting. Like it has this soft look to it, this drawn, painted look to it. Okay, we should be at work very soon. So, okay, he is already ready. So, what is he doing? He's checking social media. This is very much on brand, I would say. This speaks much about the current affairs of the world. Because if your para is just bored, he will just check his phone, play on his phone or anything like that. We could go to work. Can we go to work? Okay, this is just a newspaper. Okay, we're gonna have a little bit of time, but not enough time for us to do too much. So maybe I'm just gonna go here and be a little bit closer to work. It's just a little bit closer. Yes, a little bit closer. Just let me know when I can go to work, actually. Okay, and now I think I should have that option. Where is the option to go to work? Did I broke something? Okay, maybe in like 15 minutes. It's been a while since I played. But I think it... Yep, go to work, go to work, go to work. You go get that money, boy. Wait, we're gonna stop now. Stop clicking. Stop clicking. And well, a little issue that I have is that while he is at work, there is not really too much we can do, right? Like, I cannot really build anything, because if I go to the building part, the game pauses. So we're gonna just fast forward, I guess. And this is what I do now. Like, look at the grass growing. The grass doesn't grow, by the way, so looking at it is kind of pointless. But not the funniest experience. I think that's the same problem with The Sims, for example. Like, if the game would just allow me to do a little bit of a decoration here and there, just build something while he is working, that would be a very well spent time. But at the same time, we could just like miss the window when he actually finishes work. At the same time, maybe some sort of like a pop-up would be good. We actually get some cash, but we are sad. Why we are sad? We need to eat something, or we could watch a TV. That would make us happy. Okay, we need to go back now. Unfortunately, I don't have any sort of like means of communication. I'm not sure if there is one. So he's gonna run. Forest, where are you? Run, Forest. Okay, Forest is at this place now. Okay, he's back. We need to cook something. So cooking works exactly the same as it does in The Sims. So, can we cook something? Why can we? Unavailable items, fridge. But I have a fridge. This is a fridge. Is he doing something? I think he is cooking already. He decided that he wants to cook. Okay. And he is doing something. Those dishes do look a little bit differently from each other. So there's that. Okay, he will be cooking, but he will not be gaining any experience, any skills, because the needs are not fulfilled. He is sad, and that means he will not become a better cook. while cooking. Well, let's see if it works well. This looks like a nice piece of pizza. Let's hope. Come on. Come on. Gonna speed it up. It seems not burnt. It seems not burnt. It seems alright. There is more pieces to it, so he's gonna just eat a little bit. He is also tired. I hate that about those games, by the way. I'm trying very hard to keep those dudes fed and clean and rested, and I don't. It's difficult for me. I don't know. It's just a chore a little bit. It's a little bit of a chore, and I understand this is a big portion of the gameplay, but I just don't have the timings. I totally don't have the timings, and just my characters are suffering all the time. Can we go to, I don't know, nap a little bit? I think we need to nap. Go take a nap. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that, just so he gets a little bit more energy here and there. I do like, though, very much, the whole job-related mechanic. So where it is? I think it's here? No, I'm gonna have to look through it. Not inventory, no. I think it's that. Okay, we are a programmer, because why not? You have different levels to your job. You can level up, so we are rank 5 right now, and we are earning more money because of that. But a rank 5 employee requires more skills, a higher skill level. So for example, right now, we are below, because I just went for more levels. I was like, more levels, yay! We are below the required level of programming and technology for the job that we are doing right now. So our performance is poor. We have 35 performance level, whatever that means. And that also means that we could maybe get a strike or a reprimand from our boss. So maybe let's go learn about or practice programming, because that would level up our programming and our technology meter too. We do have some time here, so he will slowly develop that. You can see that while you practice programming, that's the main thing that gets developed. You can see the speed of it with those little arrows, I guess. And technology, just a little bit, If you want to learn technology, you should focus on that separately. It's not a very complex system. But when you level up, when you have some cause that you can choose on level up, you can choose to go on a higher rank of your job, but you can also choose to take some perks. And you can see the perks that I chose here. So for example, we have a 33% chance to gain one vacation day, and we are not really that happy, so maybe we need to request a vacation. We're gonna go on a vacation, and we are already happy. Our character has some perks too, and he has the ability to be in the zone, basically. So right now he is training, he is learning, and he is so focused on that learning part that he basically ignores any other bodily function need that he may have. So he just like can work forever, I guess. And that's exactly what he is gonna do. You are gonna grind, sir, through the night. You're gonna learn so much about technology. You're gonna be a robot after this, or something like that. And this is basically the gameplay loop. The gameplay loop is not that different from the Sims franchise. Oh, it actually stopped at some point. Okay, you need to go to places. You need to take care of this, and then I guess you could take a shower. Try in the shower. Oh my goodness. I guess we are really not doing that well. Yeah. What can I say, man? Your life sucks. When I control you and you are a character in those games, your life sucks. That's just how it's gonna be. This pizza, by the way, just cold pizza left in. Oh, not that cold, but it's left. It's left there. A crime against pizza masters. Okay, he will do things that he needs to do, but there are also characters that you can interact with, because there is a whole map here. There are things you can do. You can go to a gym. You can go to a restaurant, maybe. You can interact with people. You can buy a house. You can get some friends. You can create any sort of relationships you may want. Those are the relationships we have. Some of those are just like casual friends, friends from work. Some of those are like here, coworker level 1. Or Roberto, who just like was the guy on a train that we traveled to here, but we kind of became friends because that's Roberto. He's such a friendly dude. After every single day, you do receive a card, an option from the narrator. The game tries to kind of structure the gameplay elements and give you goals, ongoing goals to keep you engaged, which I like. I actually like. It has this sort of like roguelite vibe a little bit. Because you have some options. You have a sandbox, for example, cards that grant temporary buffs for 24 hours. You have a social pack, cards that impact your relationships. Or just a goal. For the next day, everyone will want to be Karim's friend. It kind of steers you into a story, but let's go with maybe the social pack. You gain a sudden romantic interest for Rose. Well, yep, let's go for that. I don't know who Rose is, but I didn't really go too much into that part of interacting with people. But I enjoy very much the fact that the game tries to give you smaller goals, like your example with those reactions. And if you do them, your character will be more happy, will get some added bonuses and stuff like that. You also do level up your character, so you do want to fulfill those little objectives, little things that he has to do. Leveling up the character, I love RPGs, so this, like, I like that aspect. I really like leveling up the character. He's gonna be the best at life that there is a possibility. He's gonna be unhappy because I'm not gonna be able to fulfill his basic needs, but he will be high level. That I can promise you. I really like the fact. I really like the fact that the game gives you smaller goals, gives you bigger goals, and tries to steer you, tries to create some sort of like a narrative, but at the same time like objectives for you to fulfill. It's not just mindless living here and doing a character. You could do that. You could do that. You could probably play it on easy mode and tone everything like this down, but this is an improvement on the systems that I am familiar with when it comes to the Sims franchise, which I am not too familiar with, just to be completely clear. And yeah, I think this has been basically Paralives. To answer the question that we had at the beginning of the video, the whole situation is very interesting. Paralives Sims. You heard me saying about Sims quite often during this playthrough, because this game is a direct response to the, well, not a lot of effort when it comes to the Sims franchise, and lots of problems and very not consumer friendly monetization options. Like if you want to buy all the add-ons and stuff like that for the Sims, it's a lot of cash, man. It's a lot of cash. Like you need to take a credit or something to buy all of that stuff. I think the Sims and probably some of the Paradox games, those are the most I mean like $1,000 or something like that for all of the add-ons for a single game. I understand that you're developing it for a long time, but is it really worth it? And this is a direct response of some of the fans. They just decided we're gonna build a better version. And I am quite hopeful for the final product to be quite good. Already I see this has a lot of good things in it. It is a solid building block. It is an enjoyable game to play already. I think as a very early access, because I'm recording this on an earlier version, but the game already has announced some updates, but it's still like 0.1.1 version. It's very early. A lot of things may change, a lot of things probably will be added, but this already looks good. It plays good. I didn't have any like crashes to desktop or anything like that, any bugs of those sorts. Little graphical things like the grass going through a wall here or something like that, some clipping, as you can see right now. But those are very minor things for me, to be honest, and especially at this point. In the grand scheme of things, I think Karim has to go wake up. That's definitely something he has to do. But in the grand scheme of things, competition is good, and this will only serve as a good thing for both the genre itself, the whole genre, and gaming in general. This game is not developed by a lot of people. It's like a team of, I don't know, 8, 10 people, something like that. I don't remember now. I will check and put it in the edit when we finish. But it's not a big team, and yet what they delivered here is quite good. I'm really enjoying it, and it's gonna be a nice experience for the fans of The Sims franchise, The Sims series, but also for, like, I didn't play those games for a very long time because it's like, okay, I don't really enjoy it anymore. But this somehow picked my attention, and I think this is a nice game. I think you should maybe check it out. And if you are into those sort of games, like, I feel very good supporting this game and playing it, and I hope it will do well. That being said, I would love to hear from you. What do you think about Paralives? What do you think about this game? Do you enjoy those sort of titles? What do you think about this whole David versus Goliath thing? I'm really hopeful that David will prevail in this situation, to be honest. And if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe too, because that helps me quite a lot. I know it's going to be one of the longer videos. I talked quite a bit about little things here and there, but I wanted to give you like a deeper dive a little bit into how the game works. We probably could go much deeper, to be honest, but there has to be something for you to discover too, I guess. And with that being said, thank you very much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.